Me mo bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Kevin Taylor Eden Sembia Babe Tuja. In fact, we a Melodies ebusuani ena obabe posti yes adie we e de breme. Na me wo na me hu message na me hu said abi. Let me come here and bring a reaction. Now, in as much as I'm speaking against the judiciary and all that, no, there are some things via meka say yen. In as much as I'm criticizing them and I feel the decision I want to take here, no, it wasn't in the best interest of the country. No, there are some things via me too for say yen. Minim say bufu wo ho. Minim say bufu wo ho. Na nipa de ye ka say ye die bufu echi na ye de aye bibia we ni betew no na oman bia kra eni ho. He MPP for won omo ye gigifo. MPP for ye gigifo ma. So wan hwe yie na wo si wudi omuchi a won. Obeyi ade o de bufu obeyi ade na oya ade ni wi a na afei obehwe wechi no na ade a wo dopan no wasɛe no sa na MPP 40 timnim se nde Ghana fu ebi mu bu efu na judges ni enya yanka yenyo mu say any party we yenyo mu say that is no democracy Mr. Mo. That is no democracy. A military rule bianca ebeka se ne de atiase say those things come from the excesses of military rulership. But when it comes to democracy, there are some limits via any kwan say yedru. One hwe ni ya wo be say o man no. Ukoko di obi echi. Na wan ma boni ndu ampem be bia boni edru a. Wo be hwe no. Because you are justified though. The truth is that you are justified in the things you are saying you want to do. Baby ana wakọ akoye mana bro so. Inti Kevin Taylor den sem ya ba betu dwa ba metu fo say yenya abotre. Sa level ne de yenya abotre. Na asem o de betu dwa ne wo say here are the MPP judges of the Supreme Court. Since they are public office holders sitting on matters of public interest, it is only natural for the public to know the exact locations of their houses. Monday, we shall post the house address of all of them. The Kevin Taylor say, Sir Supreme Court judges here, 5 of them are ruling. In fact, I've brought you all of them. On my background, Omuninano, Ubehune say President Akufo-Addo ne appoint you. Na Kevin Taylor asemo o kan say esanse wo mo public office holders ninti obaba be release omofie address na Ghana phone ni ehu bebi a wo mote. I think that is not right. That is a breach against their privacy, which shouldn't be condoned. It shouldn't be entertained. I understand the anger Kevin Taylor is speaking with, but yes, Reno, it is not right. It is not good at all. It is not right for him to come and say, well, be publishing our house addresses. And yet, yes, this is not something that we should encourage. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy with the way I'm speaking, but I'm just telling you the truth. Now, so this is not the way to go. This is not the way to go, Mr. Remo. The way to go is that the NDC, now they have control of the parliament because of our bombardment. So the NDC needs to strategize. Look through Ganambra and also, I mean, listen, minya yanka won, na NDC strategy team na nanka meka ho. Because this is a perfect opportunity for the NDC to strategize and strategize well. This is a time for them. They should look through Emranim, Ganambranim, no more say Dabi. Supreme Court ruling here what they be. This is what it amounts to. It is amounting to say Supreme Court imposing their decision on Parliament, which the Constitution is against. So they are not going to agree. They are not going to hear the Supreme Court today or tomorrow. They are not going to allow the Supreme Court's ruling. Abambagben should say that. Now, say Abambagben kasa. The next thing ebe say Supreme Court no. Omo ebe ko say womo file ebia omo be ko Supreme Court aka say contempt. So omo person omo che Abambagben for contempt. Now omo ko say omo ko file Abambagben for contempt. Esan say Abambagben we deny Supreme Court ruling our Parliament ninti NDC will still be majority. Then the NDC will also file for contempt. Sa judge see into once Abambagben contempt ne kosono na NDC using the majority now, because if NDC becomes the majority, they will also reschedule the committees, and then NDC will have more people on their committee. Into the privileges committee and a tier contempt case. So the privileges committee no ebe NDC for bebre and also. So whilst omo say womo chi Abangbagbe for contempt e court no, then parliament is also filing them for contempt. Na ne di obi akọ. Iti Abangbagbe nko no okodini di asene amoya no na omo so that the parliament will also show the judiciary say yenso ye wo tumi. Because Ghana Mbrano only 2 arms of government I am almost 2 minutes so metumi achi nkrofo for contempt, which is the judiciary and parliament. Parliament to mean trade judiciary or mojuma, judiciary soon to mean trade parliament or mojuma. Emratre say the judiciary no ebema interpretation wobetre in semu. But to tie order na every Supreme Court ebana. Supreme Court ne person tre say ye tremo de amonye. So the Abangbagbe na wose wo ya ne say you can't impose your will on us. We are a house of our own rules and we'll take our own decisions. Our decision is that this is what we are doing. And then whatever you want to do, do. Obviously, the next thing on me is contempt. Yeah, danyamiase. Say parliament so yama into me say yenya contempt. It is a file for contempt. Yen so contempt say waha. It is contempt na nini na eko. Into no another. I think say it is up to the NDC. They should sit down and strategize well. And I think say they know that that's what they are going to do. Intiana NDC for Esha Asia wa kasa. Because utie Mahama Yarigan Sema Waka was it Tuesday there, Parliament be the day Tuesday, Parliament be there. And he even gave a hint. Says 5 MPC, 5 judges yenchi omo for contempt of Parliament. He gave a hint like that. So let us wait, let us see. And do what say be publish it. You see, and that is what the MPP want to do. MPP, the omo person no, they want to provoke you to the point where you will start to use violence. Because we have MPP, the omo yen now omo use violence you. They are using the law. They are using the law. As to whether the law now omo use no, it is free or fair. Yen na yen himself it is not being fair. Law now omo claims omo use no, it is not fair. But technically, it is the law they are using. It is a okoma obufu. Na o wan kwanko use law ni bi. Na o ko kwatwe kanya ye kan wo na o de violence e baaye. Una the violence den e baaye. Intino that is what they are looking forward to. They be a woman ka say NDC for ye to trafo omudi to trasem. Now so ye kan ga no omudi to trasem pe MPP for. But the entia na ya na omoka say NDC for ND to trasem ya na nkrofo agi omudi. Because of things like this. Omobe she NDC for ebufu no matter na say ahe say NDC for be draw blood. So it is not a time for NDC to get dirty. This is the time for the NDC to sit down and strategize. When you go to Parliament, what you say is that we are not based on the rules, based on the Constitution, the Supreme Court. You are not obliged to do what you have done. And so as Parliament, we are not going to agree. If Abangbagbe tells the Marshal in Parliament to sack those 4 MPs, you don't have 4 MPs no to member. So what Abangbagbe needs to do is just to stay firm. He just needs to be firm. Say, these 4 MPs are not coming to Parliament. Omoba Parliament, Biana, Marshal, throw them out. Even the Chief Justice, Oba Parliament, Abangbagbe can inform the Marshals to throw them out. Because Obosa to me no. It's a non-answer Abangbagbe Nkoya was say, Marshals, those 4 MPs, throw them out. So NDC is still majority. You have more numbers than the MPPs in Parliament. And then you tell them, say, the Supreme Court wants to impose their will on Parliament. It is against the rights of this country. We are not going to agree. We are not going to allow the rule in the Supreme Court. It is not working here. It will not work today. It will not work tomorrow. We was them. MPP for the Ombeya say, and the Abangbagbe so boano Ombeya press conference. Abangbagbe is there, and the next point, as usual, all they can do is to file for contempt. That is all they will do. So once they file for contempt, then they've drawn the first blood. Here say Abangbagbe ndi kind NDC for file for contempt, and no na ebe deadly. It's NDC for train. Abangbagbe taking take Supreme Court is taking a decision. NDC for train. Omunsun take your decision. MPP will be forced to file for contempt. Once they file for contempt of court, then the NDC through Parliament will also file for contempt. Parliament and a passes Supreme Court judges you. So you can even start to revoke or more appointments. It is up to Parliament to sit down and say Supreme Court judges say they mo obey. You who say ruling be a mo amano ebetumi abo man no inti no ye revoke. It is up to you. Inti monto mobo enya afei na yebe share locations of omo houses na nipa bi akwa akodi omo boni bi na ochi na akwa akoye nsem bebre da bi eyemra we de eyemra ntokwa o ntokwa ne de eyemra tokwa me nkonko ye ne different way ne nkofa different matamba so mo trese embra mu no mo de be ko a strategize and use ambra na fa bo omo kono mo kokoye ne physical there then the NDC now you go physical inti Mr. the NDC be on the defensive now. Be on the alert, be on the defensive. Because one when year, what say me to me aye debe to me aye debe to me aye de obe wi no na asem na akwa akosai. Gofu bebre wo ho ma asem ye de. Na so reaction bi a wo koma ye no be man asem say ye kra inti me sre be on the lookout NDC for. We a tactical fight. Aye mbranto kwa na aba. Mamo mebufu mbem. Di pasa wo nim na ma wo bufu dodo a. Ema wa adwen enye adwuma bebre mpo. Debia media me kan me reference Bible no kraka. Sanyansani ena nebufu a onman nkrofo hu se nebu efu. Nipa kra nebufu a wonman nkrofo hu se nebu efu no no enyansani. Because who ni na akoko ubufu na ukoma nkrofo hu se ubufu a they will see all your moves. Into ubufu a yekum tamechuku. Wasem hye wutrim action bia opese o take it nipa kro no calculate. Ne hu ne se me ye we ya wo de be fa ha me ye we ya wo de be fa ha o de fa ha me nso me ye we o de fa ha me nso me ye nti o ye action na unimo outcomes unim de wo ye e be fa nipa kron ne se rapture nti mesre NDC for monta me chukumu montena se na mon strategize na mon fambra we believe in you guys mama ma same way MPP fo mfa so nko nti me media no montre mo adwo comment box ni mo me da se